Today's video is sponsored by Brainfog. Have you forgotten where you were going?
Where was I going?
Have you ever forgotten what you were doing?
Where am I going?
That's Brainfog.
Might not be available to
If you
reinstate.
need
Please
some,
check with your
call
logistics. Also, check with
1-800
your other make sure the
Brainfog.
download
No
reactions,
return
skills,
accepted.
and anything else. Please maybe hit www.brainfog.com.
Welcome
Thank you.
back to Huntington's Crafts, where our wings fly free just like our imagination. So I wanted to make a part 2 video to to the one that I made yesterday. That was like the third take of that video. I have a really nice camera and I did it on the camera at first. But then my husband wanted to play cameraman and it was like shaking all over and it was just horrible. And then the battery ended up dying. So then I went to my phone and started doing it on my phone and then it was just a mess. So anyway, I thought I would get on here and um just talk a little bit more about things that you can start making for warmer weather, even though today it feels like winter 3.0 all over again. Yesterday was bright and sunny and beautiful. It was like really hot, almost hot enough to go swimming. And then all of a sudden today, it feels like it's going to start snowing. I don't know what's going on with this wacky weather. I really, really don't. But anywho, get it. I just thought I would get on and uh since I'm on my PC, I can insert pictures of the things that I talk about. So, things that you can make. Okay, let me be a little bit more organized. Firstly, I want to say I know a lot of crafting events like craft fairs are not going on due to COVID. So, because of that, don't get discouraged and think you can't sell or think, you can't have a craft fair. You still can. If you're familiar with your Facebook groups, make one. Make a yard sale group and then you can make it as a craft fair event. That's what I've done before. And you can get local crafters around you, or even if you want, it to be um shipping. You can even like have people from sorry, with the weather, I don't know, my nose is like itching like crazy and I'm like trying not to sneeze. Anyway, so yeah, you can make a craft fair online. And what you do is you get a whole bunch of crafters with you and just it could be yarny crafts, it could be different things. I know a lot of people have been into doing the what are those plastic things called? Little keychains, but the pourable liquid. I don't know. I don't know what that's called. Not enamel. I'm pretty sure you know what it is. But those cups, they make little cups, a lot of cricket things. Um, so yeah, you could have a whole bunch of different crafters all join together, and then you have a day where you're gonna sell, and then you can say, okay, this is the day that we're gonna sell and how it goes. You can meet locally. We usually meet at like a Walmart or the EC Moores. And we'll do it in the parking lot. And you can say, from this time to this time, we're going to do meats. But this is what you do. You make sure you get half the payment down. So that way you know for sure they will meet you for that item. And if not, you're not wasting your time. You still got, half the payment. So make sure you take a deposit. That's what they tell us to do, to make sure you take a deposit. So look into that. Or if you don't want to like create your own little event, just sell in your local yard sale groups. Post up, say, hey, I got this for sale. If you're not into doing Etsy where Etsy ships, um, you know, those are just some suggestions that you can do. And they really do work. We get like I said, that's what I do most of the time. And I get a lot of people for my bracelets, for my, everything that I make, I'll post up. Now, if you're doing an Etsy shop and you want to know what interests people, what I would suggest is again, your Facebook groups. Go into your local Facebook groups, the yard sale sites, and say, I'm a crafter. Uh, this is what I make. What interests you? show a few pictures and just say, as of right now, I'm not taking orders unless you want to take orders. You can say, I take orders, this is my information, yada, 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 right? But you could say, post pictures up of what you make, and that way you can get people's, you can say what's your favorite colors, what colors draw to you, what are you looking for, what would you like? And you'll get a lot of comments on there of people, giving you suggestions of what to make, what they like. I did that, and one year when I was first doing a craft fair, I was like, what would people like to see? And I posted up like my Star Wars hats that's like Fair Isle knitting, and I posted like all those things up. And I had so many people, and I had nothing for my craft fair because I sold it all, which was good, but then I had to make a whole bunch more. So then I started doing my unicorns, which I'll talk about. Alrighty, so that's a suggestion for you to do. And that could go for anybody really, not just new crafters trying to get out there and trying to sell. Not to just go for anybody. And most of the time, I'm not really worried about selling things. I just enjoy making things and giving things away and making people happy. But at the same time, it does make me happy when I do sell things because it's like, wow, like I actually made something and somebody, bought it. Sorry, I'm in my pajamas. This is my Real Monsters. Do you remember that cartoon? I used to love that cartoon. So, uh, anyway, so that's that. Alrighty, so things that you can sell. Number one for children. Let's say dolls. Unicorns are big, so unicorns and llamas are my biggest ticket sellers. They sell every time I make them, they sell. They never go out of style. I don't like there was I don't know, like little girls just love the unicorns with all the rainbow. And what I do is I have a wired dog brush. And so I brush the yarn out of the hair and it makes it like really fluffy, like, looking like real hair. And they love it. They could braid it. It's not like, it doesn't look like yarn. So you could do both ways. You could do the yarn, you could do brushed out, whatever. Mermaids. They love Little Mermaid dolls as well from the unicorns and the llamas. So unicorns, llamas, and mermaids. And I will definitely insert a picture, hopefully right here. If not, it will take up the whole screen. I'll insert those pics of my dolls that I made, my mermaids and unicorns. Haven't done a llama yet, but I'm working on it. I want to make some llamas. Um, Sloths as well. And not just for children. I mean, I've made plenty of adults unicorns. My one craft fair that I had unicorn dolls and I also had like a whole lot of shawls, but I was the only person at that craft fair that sold, and I sold everything. And I was like, whoa, look at all these people coming in, and this one lady goes, I only come to these things and I walk around. I never ever buy my whole life. And the husband goes, yep, she never buys. She goes, I don't even carry money with me. She's like, can I write you a check? And I was iffy because, sometimes you don't want to take checks from people. But I said, sure, I don't know. Sometimes my husband's always like, you have too much faith in people, but I do. I always say, whatever. So I took the check and she was so happy. And she ended up buying both of my unicorns and it was cotton and candy. I always make twin unicorns together and I always name them cotton and candy. One's pink and one's blue. I'll show a picture of them and she just loved them and she took them for herself. And then I had other unicorns that sold as well, and mostly to adults. Like they're like, "Oh my goodness, I love unicorns," and they just buy them. So there you go. Number two, like I said in my video yesterday, purses. Now you can make big purses, but not only purses like crossbody purses and little wristlets, but also, like I said, a lot of people here go to the marketplace, and with summer, like I live in an area, like I live in the city, but we're surrounded by farmland. I said that before. We are known as the Amish country. And we have farms galore. And most of the Amish, they don't have like plastic bags or anything like that. So when you go, they do have like crates and sometimes like cardboard boxes that you could put stuff into, but most of the time you're expected to bring like your own little thing. So a lot of people that go to the farmer markets and things like that, they like to carry grocery totes. Now at the stores like Walmart, they do sell like their green bags. I don't know if that's near you or whatever. Um, you can make them, and I make them. I know I always say cotton, but the reason why is because when the kitchen cotton works best for your grocery bags, which I would definitely insert a picture of those. Because a lot of the time when they get home with it, like if they have fruit or something, say a tomato will break, they could easily throw it in the washer and throw it in the dryer and nothing will happen to it. Where acrylic you can't really put in the dryer most of the times. Um, and people don't think like you can give them instructions, but most of the time they're like, "Oh, I threw it in the dryer and I ruined it," you know. So you always want to like try to make it as easy as you can for the person that's purchasing one of your items. But those grocery bags, I'm telling you, they really love it and they really work up easy. Most of the time it's just chains. Like it's just like a very lacy chain stitch and that's it with the little strap. And I mean, it's mindless. You can sit there watching your favorite shows or even a movie or YouTube channels. So no, but you can watch YouTube channels, you know, and that's it. You'll be like, wow, I got like 20 done. And like seriously, that's how fast they work up. And they really sell. People love them. And a lot of people don't like to use, I mean, I know around here they don't like to use plastic bags anymore. They try to stay like as green as they can. And so it's just, and a lot of stores, I don't know if it's around you or not, but a lot of stores around here, they're they're not having bags. They make it where you have to bring your own, or they sell the reusable ones. And that's what the grocery bags are. They're reusable and you could just they're just throw them in the back of your trunk and that's it, you know? So I'm going to link down below some patterns you can follow. I'm going to try to find some free ones as well, but some patterns that I've used, I'll link down below for all that, including some little easy bags, um, cute little granny square crossbody ones that really sound, like I said, the boho style. People really love that, especially like, I don't even want to say young girls because I mean, I'm in my 30s, but I don't consider myself like a young girl, but I love them. I don't care. What I'll be like 89 years old and I'm still like going to be glittered up. I'm not no shame in my game. So, yeah. Those are these are true things that really do sell. And like I said, stalk people, not like a creepy stalk like behind the bush like what you doing, but go around your town and see what people are and don't be afraid to ask like, you're taking a questionnaire or whatever. That's what I do. And most of the time people are like, oh, really? What do you make? And then I show pictures of my Instagram of what I make and then I get orders. So those are just some things you could do to really put yourself out there. Alrighty, so I'm going to insert. So number 3 will definitely be like you knew in my head, will be the barefoot sandals. I'm definitely going to insert the picture of those, and also I'll have linked down below a few patterns that I've made. They're super simple, and I'm telling you, it's seriously mindless. I know I keep saying that, but it truly is mindless. Like you're sitting there and you're making them, and like, oh shoot, I made like 10 of these, and they really do sell, especially in the summertime. Oh, that's on my screen. There was like something right here. I'm like, what is this? And it's on my computer screen. So anyway, they sell. People really love them, especially mommy and me's. My daughter's my mini, and so we always wear mommy and me barefoot sandals or bracelets and things together, and I just love it. I'm gonna miss the days when she no longer wants to do that with me. But yeah, lots of women love that and new little baby girls and their daughters that like to do those as long sorry, my husband came in. Along as with uh like headbands, like I was saying yesterday. The little dainty ones. Now, I'm not talking ear warmers. I'm talking like nice, cute headbands, like the 50 style, like the big old bow in the front. those things sell like hotcakes. I'm not even kidding you. They love wearing them, especially when they're like the little baby girls. They love wearing like the bigger the bows, and they like doing mommy and me pictures and have them together. So that's, yeah, I'll try to link some pictures of the headbands as well. So, you know, alrighty, let me think. I got, oh, and then I'm gonna link down below a few tops, a few of the tank tops that I made that sold. Um, Again, super easy, mindless. The patterns are really easy, and you could turn them into cover-ups. You just make them extra long, and they could be bathing suit cover-ups. You could even add little sleeves or whatever, and yeah, you'd be good to go. So I'll have all the patterns linked down below. Um, I'm trying to think if I said everything. I'll have the patterns for some doll. Oh, not the patterns. Well, maybe I do have some patterns for you that I can link down below. I usually just whip them up, but I think I do know where patterns are that I can link down below for a mermaid and a unicorn. Um, Among Us, okay? Among Us is the biggest little game out there for the kids. They just love playing that. It's a game, I don't know, it's like a hide and seek type game or like a clue. You're trying to find who did what. And they go cuckoo crazy for it. So Among Us are right now one of the biggest toy sellers for boys and girls. So you can make Among Us pillows. You can make us with the big fluffy yarn that I talked about, like the blanket yarn. You can make Among Us pillows. You could do the dolls. Um, for the wintertime, do some hats. Oh, yeah, do some hats. And you can do some hats now because how cute. I just came with this. And I'm going to do this little thing. How cute would it be to sell the hats? So there's colors: purple, pink, blue, green, red, right? Yeah, they're colors. So you can make the hats and sell it as an outside game. So the kids will get off their phones and their computers and actually go outside and play together. They can each have a hat and make an Among Us in real life game. Oh, that'd be fun for them to do. I'm gonna have to do that with my kids. So there's something that you do. All right. So another thing, this will be the last one that I'm gonna say because it just popped in my head. That happens. Like all of a sudden I get all these ideas and it pops in my head. I make water balloons. I don't know if it ever went around in your community, like on your Facebook or whatever, crocheted water balloons that you make out of blanket yarn. They work, and the kids love them. I'm telling you, my kids, they just asked me yesterday, Mommy, it's so hot. Can you make our water balloons again? So I'm going to definitely start, since it's cold today, making some water balloons for them. Okay, so I'll link down a picture below the water balloon. I'll try to find a pattern for that as well. But you just crochet like a circle and then you tie at the top and then that's it. And how it works is you soak them in water. They don't fill up or nothing. They just get wet like a rag. And then you just throw them on each other and they're so soft. And then that's it. There's not a mess. You don't have water balloon pieces all over your floor. You just put it back in water and throw them on each other and they don't hurt and they go nuts for them. We had a blast. Not last summer, but the summer before. We were outside in the yard, all of us running around, hitting each other with these balloons. It was so much fun. And my son, who hates water, hates getting wet, he was getting wet. He was getting soaked, and it was a blast. So you can make like 20 of them and sell them in a bundle, and there you go. And like I said, it's with COVID happening, those are things families can do together because I mean I said COVID happening like it hasn't already been going on. But I mean with COVID still around and a lot of people still staying home and not wanting to go out as much, their summertime's coming up and the kids are going to be bored and you don't want them to just sit there on their phone and their computers all day and playing games. At least I don't. So you can get out there with your kids in the yard and throw some balloons at each other. So those are some things to sell. Alrighty, so again, I'll have everything down below. I hope this video was a little bit more organized for you. I know I tend to like go cuckoo, crazy, with and talk sometimes really fast. I don't mean to. I just watch the time, and think, oh, I gotta get it all out. So again, I'll have that down below. I'll also post a picture of what I'm talking about with the baby boxes. I found some on Pinterest, so that way you see what I'm talking about and how to make a cute little baby gift, because I'm telling you, baby, what is that called? Baby party season is on its way. So, yeah, baby shower season is on its way. So, as always, I hope you have a hooterific day. Um, hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe. Yes. Alrighty. Hootin' out. Bye.